Hello, good morning, thanks for joining us. Today we're in Deeside with Aber Roof Truss and we're here to discuss how the new Salvador Super Angle 600 has affected and improved production. Let's take a look. We're at Deeside with Aber Roof Truss. I'm with Dave. Dave, can you introduce yourself?
David Hopkins, I'm Director of Aber Roof Truss Limited, and we've been established for 24 years.
What sort of products do you make here, Dave, and what sort of sets you apart from your competition?
So we design and manufacture roof trusses, metal web joists, and also gable and spandrel panels. And we have a big emphasis on design support, certainly complicated projects, and also free site surveys upon order. We go out, we do a lot of our nature of what we do is with extensions, marrying up, and we get out onto site and make sure that roofs are going to match up well with existing roof structures.
We first met, or we first spoke, it must have been 2.5-ish years ago. Yeah. What made you pick up the phone initially? Because I remember it was a phone call initially, wasn't it? What made you sort of contact Daltons?
Yeah, we were exploring the market for a new saw and we wanted to see if there was any upgrades out there compared to what we had been using for the last 20 years, which were 2 Randex saws. We wanted to see if there was a little bit more automation and possibly a way of speeding up the manufacture process, improving quality at the same time. When you're looking at plants and you see the features that the plant offers, you wonder in practice, are you going to actually get those features and those advantages? And I think in the case of the Salvador Super Angle, absolutely. I think it delivered right on the mark what it said it would do. It has done. Good. And exceeded, to be honest with you.
Good stuff, good stuff. So how long have you been using it for now? How long has it been in?
I think you guys installed it around April last year, so we've been on it for around 10 months. And in that period, once we kind of got familiar with the saw and figured out its strengths, we quickly started utilising it as our principal saw.
Yeah, good stuff. So I remember, to begin with, there's always a few, I wouldn't say teething problems, but getting that transition period. How have you found the support, technical support from my colleagues at Daltons Wadkin? Has it been okay?
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, like you said, whenever any new machinery goes in, there's a lot of getting familiar with the machinery, especially when you've operated something for, I mean, the 2 saws that we had previous, we'd ran for 20-something years. Yeah. So the lads get very familiar with that particular machine, and it can always be a bit daunting with a new system, certainly when there's been 20 years of progress. The training that you provided and the teething problems that you just mentioned, we got over that pretty quick. And I'd say within a matter of weeks we were running, to be honest with you. We were getting the best out of the machine probably in that 2-3 week period.
Good. Nice.
And like I say, we've not looked back really since its introduction, and since we've had it set up. It's quickly become one of our principal saws. Yeah,
good. So would you recommend a Super Angle to roof truss manufacturing or other industries?
Yeah, certainly would, not to one of our competitors, but yeah. But yes, yeah, we certainly would, yeah, without hesitation. So in terms of truss production, we'll mostly be putting 35mm to 147 material through it. Yeah. In terms of the lengths, because of the length of the infeed bench, we can accommodate 6-metre long boards quite easily, and we can, even the Salvador with the diameter of the blade and the angles that we can work with, we could even get 47 by 197, possibly even 222 material. It does reach its capacity by the time you get to that point. It works very effectively, dimensionally very reliable. It's more to do with the amount of boards that you can actually process at any one number at a time. But certainly 35 up to 147 stock, you can typically go 4 boards high against the fence.
Yeah, so your Salvador's been in for a while now. After you've now had some time to use it and get used to it, what would you say are the key benefits of using the Salvador?
I would say functionality. It's an easy process in terms of the input. The process of the infeed and the outfeed bench and the pusher arm on the saw gives us massive benefits in time. The precision, the hood, the way it's enclosed, puts a huge tick in the box for safety. So all round in terms of precision and dimensional reliability and speed, it's given us huge benefits as a business. I think what separated you guys to some of the competitors and the other saw options that we were looking at was that it felt more personal, and with the team that you have, it's UK based, even though the saw has come from abroad. It feels like nothing was an issue, and you were very responsive all the way through the inquiry process, the order process, and post-installation process. You're always at the end of a call, and when we did have those teething problems, you were either here the same day or the very next day, which is, that's for us, that's like kind of one of the main things that we wanted to be assured of. We certainly didn't want to be in a position where if mechanically or something went wrong with the software, we could be waiting days for a solution.